It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Completed over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Man in motion here. Handoff headed right, Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and long for him here. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Mayfield to throw for it. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3.
Turbo 3, kick.
Tua out of the pistol. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's caught left side by Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Going play action. Tagovailoa. Caught near the pylon. And all he needed was one more stride. He's out at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Motioning the tight end now. Irvin here from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Hey, alert 33. Good. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Irving on the inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Kings. Up. Hurry. What's up?
From the 48. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Pistol. Set. Hey, alert. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Throwing again is Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Good. What's up?
Irving. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Right up the gut. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas. They give it to him again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
going to 54, going to 54.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
Under.
Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Hey, kill.
Up the middle, Vaughn. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I'll tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people.
And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Back.
Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Here's Baker. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. This finds Cooks, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Here we go, 46. 26.
First down, here's Dak. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sorry, kid. I'm trying to remember a time that we saw a lead change on a safety. It's been a while, and that effort defensively nearly got it done. So close to the goal line with that sack.
This finds Evans, complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. First and 10, Prescott. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They're looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. It's another rushing play. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Dak to the air here. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Kings. What's up?
Mayfield will look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Baker to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Pistol.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 4. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Regular. What's that?
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. That one gains 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw again. Got Evans, it's complete. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll run. This is Vaughn. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in...
We're going to 54. Wide. Yeah, here we go. Right check. Hey, kill.
He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Vaughn running dead ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter-action.
Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They'll run it here on third down. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Baker throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
King.
To throw. He's on the move. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score. No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So it's second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hand off to the back. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. He's back to throw. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys lead by 15 now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So second down coming up.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Dead. Dead.
Throwing again is Baker. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Run, run, run. Dead. Regular, regular, regular. What's that?
Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Christian is in with the INT. And the Buccaneers are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No connection on the last play. And now it's third down.
Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. 46.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Cowboys come in and take
on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.